Yay, yo, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Click, fired on up. So let's chat a little bit. It's me and my click. Ready talking shit? Let's do it. It's a brand new day. So what you gotta come say? It's my homie Aunt Bouquet and Meg. We outside on the next leg. All right, you know what? I'm gonna stop right now because I'm losing it already. What's going on, everybody out there? It is. It's your favorite blurred click, but it talk blurred shit. And yes, it is a brand new day today because who is in the theaters? It's none other than your favorite friendly neighborhood spider, Mr. Peter Parker himself, represented by one and only Tom Holland, the wife of Zendaya, of course, we all know. And it is good to be with you. I myself, Vince Taylor, the real, am here live reporting direct from the 6. Yeah, came up here to holler at your boy Drake.
From where?
From the 6, man, the 6. You know, that's what the kids say. The kids say the 6. You know what I'm saying?
More tropical than the 6, nigga. What
That's
is
not
that in the
tropical,
background?
no.
That was a palm tree back there. You
That
trying
was
to play
literally-
us? Wait,
Ain't no palm tree,
look
man.
at that. Those are palm. All right.
This ain't a palm tree, man. This is Canada. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? It just happens to be sunny. If you want to, I could even walk out there and show you what's that building, that big tall building.
You notice what's on the screen. You notice what's on the screen, right? Look, go back full screen. Look what's on the screen.
Well, a lot of trying to trick us into believing we somewhere in West Palm Beach, but I know that ain't the case because that's not the way it goes. Well, what's going on, y'all? Like I said, I'm your boy, the real Vince Taylor, reporting live, and today we have a special guest. The homie Megan is here. What's going on, Megan? Report live from the West Coast. It's good to see you as well. We also got the homie Aunt Boogie, like y'all seen already, who just met with 50 Cent like a couple minutes ago, and was interviewing the whole cast of Fightland. And he didn't ask him about how he portrayed Balrog in Street Fighter, so we're gonna talk to you about that. But let's go ahead and get right on into the creme de la creme of today, which of course is none other than Spider-Man. But can we get a quick intro? Because I think somebody needs to know who he is. So tell them who he is right quick.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga.
All right, I want to apologize for our esteemed guest. I feel like I may have just tainted. We being so vulgar, and she's just so sweet. She's like a Girl Scout.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I love that intro so much. It's so good. I was like cracking up.
I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just messed up her, sanctity. She got the answer for that. If she on the line on the way into heaven's gates, we're gonna be like, man, listen, God, I swear for God, that was not her fault.
No, that was so funny. I love it, and like I'm a big Boondocks fan. That's like my favorite show of all time. So yeah.
All right, awesome. So we the same. Well, it's good to see you, Megan. Thanks for pulling up. Let me just go ahead and do a real quick rundown, and then we're gonna go through why it is we'd love to have the movie expert Megan, who is, you guys, is a really good follow. So guys, if you haven't done yourself a favor, do it right now. Tea and popcorn, you see it right there at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you give Megan a follow. And today we're going to talk about Spider-Man, brand new day. But in addition to Spider-Man, brand new day, we've also got a couple of things we may discuss as the show progresses, because as you know, we didn't get a chance to talk about Odyssey yet, and Odyssey is hot right now. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it, I have thoughts. House of Dragon is still afoot, and Rhaenyra's out here causing all kind of ruckus. Strange New Worlds dropped. It's now in season 4, 2 episodes deep. We may chat on that. And of course, X-Men 97 is still on season 2. I think we're on episode 6 or 7 or something like that. And it's getting crazy. Gambit, Hollow, hashtag, we'll leave that alone for now though. But let's go ahead and kick it off with the Justice League, which is of course none other than the one and only Spider-Man, brand new day, which did premiere this week, everybody, just this week. At least for those of us that watch movies with the rest of the country, unlike folks that get early access and are able to see it like weeks in advance. Everybody ain't able.
Right?
Yeah. How is Zendaya, by the way? Did you text her this morning? Is
You
she
mean
good?
Marie? My bad.
All right. Well, listen, Megan, Anthony, as you know, Anthony already, Megan, we typically do like a little quick evaluation. We do like a thumbs up, thumbs down, just to give a easy review of what you thought about the movie. We already know that on Rotten Tomatoes is getting 90% from the critics and 98% from the actual audience. But I'm curious for you guys. So when I take this down, I want y'all to give me either your thumbs up, your thumbs down, or your meh in the middle. Now it could be 2 thumbs up, it could be 2 thumbs down, it could be meh with 2 hands, or whatever. Speak your state your case. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's more too. You got 1 thumb up, oh, whoa, hold up. Is that a foot? Is that a foot? You got a foot? Yo, please put that foot away, bro. Please put the foot back in the box.
No,
I hope that's your foot.
Your whole foot. They put their whole foot in this movie. I'm putting my whole foot up on the screen.
Oh, wow.
They did that.
Okay. You fitted it like that? Okay.
Well,
wow. Then you got the foot up. Why don't I go ahead and, since you had the most enthusiasm, why don't I let you speak first? And then Megan, if you don't mind following up, you go ahead and hit us up first, Mr. Anthony. What is it that you love so much about Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Oh my gosh. What don't you love about Spider-Man Brand New Day? For every Spider-Man fan who read the comic book growing up as a kid and waited to see this comic book brought to life without like any sort of concessions, any sort of changes, none of that weird stuff. You get a pure Peter Parker. You get a pure Spider-Man story. This is it. Like just the quips, the energy, the action, anything that you ever really wanted Tom Holland to really own and do, he does. Right. And he's not distracted by the Avengers. He's not waiting for like Tony Stark to give him permission to be who he wants to be. He's owning his role. And honestly, I have to take my hat off and say, Tom Holland is the greatest Spider-Man.
Whoa!
It's not a competition anymore. It's not even close anymore. Not only did he out Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, he out-quipped Andrew McGarfield's Spider-Man and put on a better costume.
Whoa!
We're done. It's over. It's over. It's like Nixon 5. We're done. Stop talking.
Wow! Okay, all right. I see you put your mouth where your foot is. All right, so I guess it all works out. What's up? What do you think, Megan? You also saw the movie, and do you feel the same way my man Ant does?
Wow, my gosh, that was like very high praise. I don't know, like wow, I'm like blown away. I have to process like the Tom Holland discourse, like that he's the best Spider-Man, but he's definitely the best Spider-Man of this era, especially like regarding like I would say being a younger Peter Parker. Absolutely. I mean, duh, he's like the perfect person to be cast in that role. As for the movie itself, I had a blast watching it. I'm notorious for not being like the biggest like superhero movie fan. I'm very picky, but I do mess with Spider-Man. That's one of the franchises that I always mess with. So for this, it was such a fantastic follow-up. I mean, the cast chemistry is like amazing. I mean, duh. I mean, he's married to Zendaya, so of course their chemistry is great. But there's some instances where it's like people could be married and things in real life, but their on-screen chemistry sucks. It's not the case for them.
Good point.
Another thing that I really liked, and we'll get into it a little bit later, but I just liked how his character, it was both like kind of like grounded in realism. It was a little bit more dramatic, but it wasn't like, didn't seem like too much of a tonal shift. So yeah, I loved it. It was amazing. I can't wait to see it again.
Oh, see it again. Wow.
I want to see it again. It was really good. And like the crowd was really good last night. So I saw it amongst everyone. I didn't get any like critics privilege to see it early. I didn't get any early screeners. So I saw it last night. The theater was packed. Like it was
Yeah.
almost sold out. Like I was lucky to actually find a seat. Like it was that crazy. So yeah, it was a great time. The audience was locked in because usually sometimes when you're like seeing things with the general public, people like what go outside to take bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Sometimes kids could be restless. No, everyone was locked in. There was little kids there, there was adults there. Everyone was like hyped. So I loved it. It was a really good crowd.
And here's something everybody may not know about you is that I asked you if you were able to see it in 4DX, and you said no, because they don't have it in my state. What state is that?
Oregon. Yeah, I tried to see where the nearest 4DX is, and
What?
yeah, I know it's so random.
Don't skate over this. Don't just sweep this under the rug. We need to highlight this. Where?
Oregon. You said Oregon.
Where's that on the map? Is that like Oregon Trail? Like where they got sick blankets? What are we talking about?
Yeah. It's a whole.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
why you
it's
put me
her.
on the screen? Don't mute me back.
No. I just thought it was fascinating because when you say West Coast, most folks automatically go to Cali, or, maybe Washington. She was like Oregon. I was like, oh. You all right?
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of being in Oregon like once. I think twice. Well, Portland once, and then the other. And it's you can spot us out there. They probably got like a black act. Why you end up in Oregon? Like, is everything okay? Are you on the road?
Yeah, it's
I'm
fine. Long story.
Okay, all right. Maybe we ain't got time now, but
we ain't got time now.
Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's get back into Spider-Man. Okay, all right. Well, so it sounds like Megan does like it and liked it as long with the people that she saw it in the theater with. So that's a big deal. And the homie Anthony gave it 5 fingers, 5 toes. Is giving it all kind of accolades. Oh, and we have another special guest. I'm gonna go ahead and do mine real quick and then bring her in after that. But as for me, I did give it the 1 thumb up. All right.
One.
Now, all right. Let me preface this by saying, like, y'all know how I do about Spider-Man. Like, you've seen my cave. It's literally called a Spider-Man cave. I like live, breathe, eat, and everything else Spider-Man. So for me, this was a good movie. I don't have the 98% rating that everybody else has. For me, it's probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. And I'll give my reasoning for it before y'all chew my head off. All right. For me, frankly, I was hoping to be introduced to either some characters we haven't learned about yet, or to maybe some characters that are new. And what was revealed in this, which we will get into, is please excuse me as it's starting to get warmer in this lobby. And what was revealed about the villain, so to speak, was lackluster, in my opinion. And I wasn't a real big fan of it. I was thrilled at the introduction of said villain, which we will reveal. This is going to be a spoiled review, so don't worry. We will get into the spoilers in just a minute. I just want to start off with it. I want to kick people in the face. They just tuning in and like, oh, I didn't even know. But not that part. And also, as you all may have, those who have been viewing us for the last few years, you know that I said that Homecoming wasn't my favorite Spider-Man movie. Why? Because it was heavy on the Iron Man. A lot of Tony Stark took up the script, took up a lot of lines in that script. Well, this one was pretty heavy on Punisher, and I wasn't a huge proponent of that, especially given the dynamic juxtapositioning of the different dynamics of their superheroism, so to speak. Although they did address it, which they do in the comics as well, so not surprised about that. But man, I guess for me, and I'm gonna take a step back and bring in our other homie for a moment, just before I go too deep into it. For me, the element of dastardly, the element of overwhelming evil, the element of threat, it never really sank into me. Now, they did a good job with kind of freaking me out with, the whole the telekinesis, telepathy and all of that. But man, I just feel like it felt it felt a little bit short for me, and I left unfortunately slightly disappointed. Unlike my wife and kids who I went with, who were elated and wanted to go right back into the movie, and everybody else. For me, I was just kind of like, damn, I didn't watch any of the previews, and I feel like I was waiting for a little bit more, especially when they started delving into the his arachnid overtaking, so to speak. But let me take a step back and welcome in the homie Kira. What's going on, Kira? It's good to see you as
Hi.
always. Thank you for pulling up, and I'm assuming you had an opportunity to see this as well.
I loved it.
Of course.
I actually I non-hormonally cried a couple of times.
Whoa!
I got a little bit of and I was surprised by it. I'm like, why is my face wet?
What is
Or
this
what?
salty
Nothing
shit?
really happened. The first time it got me was the Andrew woo like yell from him. That kind of shot. I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
oh, he got me. He got me. Oh, you motherfucker. Y'all are playing dirty. That's wrong. That's mean. But I love the fact that they brought that into it. They did it a couple of times too many for me.
Mhm.
Like the one little hit was great. But the story overall, I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you, Vince.
Okay.
The villain was definitely y'all really did that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's who you're going with. But
Yeah.
honestly, because I talked about it a little bit afterwards with some people, and genuinely by the time the movie was over, I was okay with it. It didn't
Okay.
feel like it felt very well massaged into the movie. It didn't feel like a here nigga damn
Yeah.
type of feeling to it. I still don't like it.
Yeah, man.
It's still not my favorite choice in order to usher in the rest of what's going to be coming.
Right.
But you got to do it some way, and since we ain't getting Kang,
Yeah.
you gotta make it do somehow.
Right.
But
Well, let me go a little further. So, let me first of all, I don't think I had a chance to introduce Kira. This is Megan, Kira. Okay, completely separate coasts. Kira, just want to let you know that Megan lives in Oregon.
This is gonna be a thing the entire
sorry,
Just thought you should know.
I apologize. I don't know. I'm sorry for your loss. Thoughts and prayers.
She rides a horse to work, yo. She's like,
Stop that.
Okay, now I might be a little bit
Whoa.
jealous. I might be a little jealous. I think I would like a horsey to ride to work instead of the New York City subways. That's going to be a win for me.
Nah, but Megan is our movie expert. She's all in on movies, and so we definitely wanted to make sure that she was. Okay, awesome. We definitely want to make sure that we gave her the chance to speak with us, and hopefully even more often now, especially as it pertains to movies. I'm glad that we're landing on this here. Now, this is not to say again. I'm not trying to. For some reason, if you don't speak overwhelmingly positive about a movie, you're looked at as hating on it, and I for one am not. All I'm saying is that it was good. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was trash. I didn't say I didn't like it. There was just a few, I feel like, missed opportunities. But before we get a little bit further into that, I figured maybe we can look at what Anthony's actual his reaction outside the movie was. So this was my reaction, as you just heard. It was what it was. Here's Anthony though.
I'm a warn y'all. I might spoil some stuff. You got it up?
Yeah, I got it up. I've got it up. Whenever you're ready, man.
My out of theater reaction. I just saw this movie, Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Turn up the volume if you can.
Look, there's gonna be some people who's gonna sit here and they're gonna be like, I'm hating. I'm gonna be a little too harsh. Listen, I'm gonna give you the real review though. Like, this is simultaneously the best of the worst Spider-Man movies to me. It was like, here's how do I say this? It's like
Marvel can't keep doing this, right? Like you just can't keep doing this where we have a movie where we have these soft villains. And I'm not even going to spoil with you who the villain is or what's really happening in the movie. But I'm gonna say this: this is one of those movies where I felt like Marvel is still in this bag and nameless lane, where we're really relying on the appearances of other characters to carry this movie. Now, one of my favorite things and highlights of this film, hands down by far, are the appearances of the Punisher and the Hulk. Every time these mofos popped up on screen, the energy picked back up. But every time we had to deal with the villain, it felt like the air was sucked out of the room. And I can't keep doing this. It's like, why do we keep having to have these villains that are supposed to be redeemable? Why do we gotta keep having these villains we feel sorry for? Why do we gotta keep having these villains that are supposed to just be misunderstood? Like, what was about like Green Goblin? We came from Green Goblin to this?
Yep, I agree.
I mean, like the action's on point. Like, what am I like? I've seen Spider-Man do Spider-Man things. He's doing like some really cool things with the webbing, with the spider sense, with the battles, with the fights, with all that stuff was crazy. If you're a fan of these games, like yo, my man's was studying the parkour in Spider-Man 2 hard, and they made this into a movie. Like you're gonna see things from the game put into the movie, but I'm telling you, something feels hollow, something feels empty, something feels missing. And I told my son, and I'm gonna tell y'all the same exact thing. If I never see this movie again, I'd be okay with that, yo. That's not how I want to feel about a Spider-Man movie. I want to rush. I want to feel like I need to rush back in to see it. And this one is just like, I'll take some scenes of it. Some. Listen, and one last thing for the internet, y'all come up with better ideas than some of the stuff that people do. So just say that. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Check it out. Peace. See it if you want to. Go see it.
That doesn't sound like the review of a man who gave 10, who put his foot on the screen.
Yeah. Literally give it 10 toes.
Yeah, like you literally
quite confused.
Yeah, man. Like, which one are you?
I had to sit on it. I had to honestly. There was so much that was wrong with the movie that we forgive, right? Like,
right.
For example, there is no villain. Honestly,
yeah, there isn't.
Honestly, there is no.
No. I disagree. Or if
you want to say there is a villain, you can say this: Marvel keeps redoing the same thing. This movie is Spider-Man and Punisher the movie, aka Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Yeah,
which will have a real villain, and there's an organization that's manipulating things. That's the real villain, and
reheating the nachos.
And then not only that, they kept cherry picking from other movies. They went further, right? I walked out of this movie. I said, "Tell me this ain't Spider-Man: Brave New World." Tell me this isn't Spider-Man: Brave New World.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So for those, we're gonna go fully into it. Okay, like let's keep it 100. No. You don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Let's keep it 100. The Hulk was one of the villains in this movie.
Low key, yes.
That's not right.
He's misunderstood. No, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I don't know about you guys, but obviously if we're seeing it on premiere, sorry, and I know you saw it in Tom Holland's living room on the screener or something, you know what I mean? But for those of us normies that saw it with the rest of the, general public, when we saw Hulk finally, my bad, Michael B. When we saw Hulk finally come back, it was we were celebrating, right? Like my theater erupted. My theater erupted. I'm like, because it's been since Infinity War, since we've seen Hulk. Right, like Hulk has gone into. He couldn't get it up, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? For like a few movies. You know what I'm saying? He's been kind of low key stuck on Smart Hulk, and then he was a different Hulk, and then they gave a She-Hulk, and then we got Sakaar, and now we're finally getting Hulk back. I mean, that look, they canceled She-Hulk, so that's y'all fault. Y'all CGI so bad. All right, whatever. But anyway, so my thing is like you can't make me love somebody for the first, like, omnibus, if I could use a Pink Riot word. I know it's not a Pink Riot word, but you get me. For the first, like dozen movies, and then turn around and try to make me, like, afraid of him. Like, I'm like, Bruce, you're not going to kill Peter. Shut up. No. I was never, like, at no point in time was I like, oh, my God, what's going to happen? I was like, okay, so it's Hulk. All right. Yeah. All right. And then the main thing that I think most of us are kind of tiptoeing around a little bit is that they did give us. All right, this is the big reveal, y'all. This is the big reveal. So spoilers right here for anybody who don't.
Yo, if you didn't see the movie, leave.
If you
I mean,
didn't-
honestly,
You gotta come back later.
this is
Leave.
yeah, this is the part where
This is where you get off.
literally revealed the twist in the movie. Okay, well, damn, you just pulled up. Okay, it's time. I know he saw it, so I ain't worried about it. So in this movie, we get some villainous telepathic
Oh man.
psycho telekinesis wielding like figure, right? And for the first part of it, you're like, all right, who is this? Oh man, this motherfucker is bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, is this Kilgrave? Is this who is this? Right? And then they reveal it's Jean fucking Grey
Great.
of the X-Men. And we're like, now I had two emotions at once, and y'all tell me if I felt the same way. And let me welcome in my homeboy Ty. What's going on, Bad Ty? It's good to see you, man.
Yo, what up,
I
everybody?
need to know Ty's opinion. Thank you. Hurry up.
Okay, all right. Let me finish my little spiel then real quick, and we'll get Ty's in. But yeah, the thing about it is, I love the fact that Jean Grey was in this movie. What I don't like is the fact that she was the antagonist.
Right. I
Yeah.
agree.
That's
I
the
agree.
part, you know.
Yeah.
When the movie when it was revealed who it was, there was a collective
Yeah,
in my
same.
theater.
Yeah, and my
In
theater
my
too.
theater.
We're like, what?
My theater was dead fucking silent. My theater was dead silent. You could have heard a pin drop in that piece.
Nobody cares.
Nobody reacted at all.
Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
No, so me and Megan on the same tip. Like Megan and I, when we was in our theaters, hers in Oregon, mine in Florida, I would like we are oh shit, that's Jean Grey, Jean Grey. And
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's dope. And then I sat back and thought about it, and I was like, all right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So we're fighting Jean Grey. That's what we're doing now. Like she's the problem. And then of course, Tramel was it. Well, you know what? Let me take a step back. Let me pause because our homie did just arrive. Shout out to the homie Bad Ty in the building, and he hadn't had a chance yet to give us his thumbs up or thumbs down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back. Oh, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Stop it. Wait. You know what I'm saying? You do it too fast. All right, let me put it back. All right, Ty. So I'm gonna take this down for you now, Ty only. And I mean, you did spoil it a little bit, but you tell us whether or not you gave it thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, thumbs down, 2 thumbs down, meh in the middle. What you think about it? I'm gonna take this down in 3, 2, 1. 2 thumbs. Okay, all right. Chick, boom. So not surprised. Go ahead and tell us why you give it 2 thumbs up, homeboy.
I mean, it was great. I mean, that like in terms of a Spider-Man movie, I think it had some of the best action sequences I've ever seen in any Spider-Man movie. Like the whole hand scene when he fought all of the head, that shit was amazing.
The ham was pretty cool.
And more importantly, I came out of this movie feeling like I finally saw Spider-Man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this, like I felt like this was the growth and the superhero that finally like really embodied Spider-Man, not the young Spider, Spider Boy playing Spider-Man. No, this is Spider-Man. This is where we get to the point where, like his powers are fully like transitioning to like I thought the comparison and the way that they showed what a spider goes through its life through its life cycle, and it was talking about how it changes and does all of this before the next cycle of its life, and the way that they kind of compared the two because he has spider arachnid DNA in him, I thought was brilliant. Again, the action sequences were amazing. I thought the acting was superb. There were times where I was like, "Are they acting or is this real?" Because when old boy kissed Zendaya, I saw real. That felt real. I looked at Tom. I was like, "Tom is not feeling this kiss at all." But again, I cannot say enough how the action sequences in a Spider-Man movie are important. And are important in any superhero movie. And I walked away just like, oh my God, I am a true Spider-Man fan after this. Like I'm a fan of Spider-Man. I was like,
Just
yo, this
now?
dude, absolutely, absolutely. Because again, we played around with the neighborhood Spider-Man into the childish kind of, kooky, funny, all of that. Nah, bro. When them eyes turn black, shit gets serious. And that's what I was saying. Like when he was fighting Scorpion in the street and the eyes turned black, and then you realize he's been operating at probably like 65% power for all the movies we've seen. And now like this is like really what Spider-Man is supposed to look like. Like this is real. It got real. Like I was really waiting for the moment where he took off the inhibitor and him and Hulk was going to go at it. And then I was like, yo, oh snap. So is he about to power up and we about to see a Hulk? And, but I still was like, whoa. Everything I came out of this movie, like, whoa, like everything, Parenthal, he does what he does. Like this, I wasn't surprised. I heard y'all talking about Jean Grey, and it all made sense in terms of where they're trying to go with the MCU. So it was included. I knew there was going to have to be some type of story tie-in to go into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars and all of that kind of stuff. So the way that they connected the universes, I thought was cool. Like I was like, yes, I was with y'all. I was like, oh, that's Jean Grey. Oh yeah. But once I got past that's Jean Grey, I was like, all right, Carl, let's get back to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I came out of it, like I said, if I'd give it 2 thumbs up, two big toes up, two elbows, and it's so crazy that Zendaya and Tom Holland are part of the 2 biggest movies of 2026. Like right now. Like it could go either way. They like I wouldn't be surprised if they was like, oh, we're gonna give an award to Spider-Man New Day too. You know what I'm saying? So Zendaya and Tom can go up there and stand hand in hand with each other and win all these awards. But nah, it was I cannot say enough. This was, and I'm gonna go on record and say it. For me, this was the best Spider-Man movie I've seen yet.
Whoa!
Yes.
Yes.
I'm saying.
I respect it. I respect
it.
I respect
really? Okay, so you wow.
Elbows, knees, and toes.
All right, well, your
comments are cracking me up.
What you see? What you see? Elbows, knees, and toes. Yo, I'm putting.
It's just like, wait, I know we're talking about Spider-Man. The person said she's at work and back from the left there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is doing crazy. Yo, okay, wow. So you legit feel like this is better than No Way Home?
I feel like it's better than every Spider-Man iteration except the animated ones. Like, I mean, Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verses are they're classics at this point. They are amazing. But in terms of live action Spider-Man, this is the best Spider-Man movie. Look, it's so good that I plan on going to see it again already. And I just saw it yesterday. And I already have plans to go see it again. And I want to go see it in I'm so committed to this movie because again, it was so good that I want to go see it in 4DX. I want to go see it in IMAX. I want to see it in different ways just to see if I get a different feel out of those experiences. I want to feel like I'm flying like Spider-Man. I want to feel like I'm in these New York buildings. And you know what else I realized after watching this movie? You know what makes Spider-Man this Spider-Man movie so good? The cameraman. Whoever the cameraman was
I didn't send you the links.
No. What did you talk about?
Whoever is behind that camera, whether it's the camera in his mask, whether it's the camera that's showing his movements while that face cam, like whatever it is, that cameraman needs to get a raise and pay Cause boy, oh boy, did he let me feel a lot of those experiences. Like I was like, oh yo, this is so dope. So yes, again, I'm standing on business. This is the best Spider-Man movie, live action movie up to date. This is it.
Yeah.
Wow, man, I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum, my friend. But
Oh, that's surprising.
it's all good.
It's not the worst.
It's
You
not the
can't say
worst
it's the
though.
worst.
It's definitely not the worst.
Vince, I need
hey,
you to
really?
be set. I need you to settle. I need you to settle. There's no way you can say that this is the worst, man. You putting this under Spider-Man 3?
Absolute. Whoa. Are we talking? If we're doing Tobey Maguire, right? It doesn't count.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you're
talking
saying
in
this is the worse than Tom Holland's?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Tom
is it?
Holland realm. I'm not saying it's the worst, but better than No Way Home.
So
You get Andrew,
they're
and
good for
Toby,
different things, though.
Jamie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
No
this
Way Home
one-
is nostalgic. That's just for
Yeah.
nostalgia.
yeah, but there was also an
So,
actual
but we got
villain.
different favorites. That's all it is.
Hold
We just
on,
got
hold on.
different favorites.
Let's just compare and contrast. Villains alone. You got Green Goblin in Spider-Man No Way Home,
Okay.
who has no resolute. All right,
There's no
he was a
redemption.
guaranteed legit villain. He was not
Killing
there.
kids.
I'm just my sister. No, nigga, I'm trying to kill you. All right, I'm a psycho. I'm a psychopath. I just want there to be a lot of disarray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is just a little bit more like there was never a point in this time in this movie where I was afraid for Spider-Man's life, even though he, spoiler alert, was pretty well injured. All right.
Yeah,
I'll just leave it at that for now. All right? There was never
He was
any
dead,
point.
bro. Like
There
you
was
said,
never
this, like,
I disagree because he's got superpowers.
what do you mean you disagree?
Yeah.
The only reason he lived is because Jean
Right.
kept him alive. Like, do you not realize that
But
that was
but
why
do
he
you see?
lived?
Do you see why it wasn't anything threatening? The fucking one that he was saving, the villain, is saving his
villain.
life. She
The
saved his life.
antagonist. She's not
You see
even
what
a
I'm saying?
villain. She's an
Like,
antagonist.
At all.
Come on, man. Now I get. Thank you for introducing. Which I know you probably noticed this, Kira. You notice how they brought Jane Grey in, but didn't use the word mutant the entire movie. Like they
Wait, no. They're very slowly. They were very suggestive that Spider-Man was a mutant. They were very suggestive that he was a
suggestive,
mutant.
but they won't say it.
And is there and hold on. And we have an inhibitor, which means that we can now create a collar for the people that have powers that are coming, which means that we are
They
going
did
to
do
start
that.
seeing the
did
instances
it.
of sentinels, especially, and I'm calling this shit now. We are seeing sentinels in Doomsday. We're seeing
Not
sentinels. In
traditional
Doomsday.
sentinels.
So we have the post-credit scene where somebody is out in outer space. We have the Doomsday reveals of them basically fighting Sentinels. You think that the Department of not defense, Jesus
Damage
Christ,
control.
damage control.
Damage
You
control.
think with them showing that they created a weapon to defeat Spider-Man's original spider webs, you think they're not going to turn into Friends of Humanity? You think there's not going to be some kind of introduction to all of that? Come on,
Yeah,
man. Come
I
on,
see it
man.
now. I see it.
We're getting into the mutant. There have been many little pieces of breadcrumbs that have been left for at least the last, I guess, 3 instances within the MCU. You had Fantastic Four. You've got
Yes.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, and you have what was the show before Fantastic Four? Oh Lord. Well, shit.
Secret
No, you
Invasion?
even got Miss Marvel. You've even got Miss Marvel. They literally called her a mutant, which I don't agree with in that. But we're there. They're being, in my opinion, very loud about mutant abilities with the end cap being Gene.
Well, hold on. Are they
Pixar.
loud or are they being subtle?
see here.
Because they won't say the words out loud. Like they won't even put like at least in the Spider-Man Black and White, which is the one we just saw, Noir.
Spider-Noir.
At least they'll put something on a poster board in the background, or like they wouldn't even like. And then tell me about Jean's sister, Kira.
I don't know anything about her except that she exists. I know she ain't dead. We let's not play this game. He
You know what I'm saying?
not
Like,
this
are we? Is this what we doing? Like,
Right.
come on. Anyway,
I don't know much about her sister. I know her sister is a problem, for sure. Go ahead, Aunt. Sorry.
I looked her up a little bit. In the comics, this kind of happened. Jean
Yeah.
did have this thing where she was looking for her sister. From what I looked up, maybe I didn't see enough of it, but she didn't have powers.
She
And and one other thing, real quick. That story ends, I believe, with Professor X showing up at her parents' house after she does some crazy episode, and then
correct.
recruiting her to the X-Men.
That's what confused me the most about this. Her parents are alive. Like her parents didn't. There's so many different iterations of her origin story. Not so many, but there's different iterations of her origin that they fudging a little bit with her character and how she comes to find Charles, if you will.
can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, no.
This is gonna sound kind of weird and contradictory, and Megan, I'm curious how you feel about this too. But I actually really like Jean's character. Like, it sounds like I'm hating on the fact that she was in the movie, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I loved Jean being in the movie. What I didn't like was that once we knew that was what it was, in my head, I automatically was like, okay, well, I'm not afraid anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, you know, like, so we know she's not gonna, but here's what I loved about it. And I don't know, as a moviegoer, Megan, I'm assuming you probably recall, maybe, I don't know, I'm an old dude. So X-Men 1, like the very first X-Men, which had Charles Xavier played by Patrick Stewart, Ian McClellan played by played
Magneto.
Magneto or Eric at the time, not Magnus, but Eric. Charles Xavier used this exact power in a very crucial scene. If you recall, Magneto was in front of somebody's house, and Charles grabbed his neck using Toad. It was like, Charles. What did he say? He said, Eric, how long are we gonna have to do this? He's like, Charles, I know you're out there, Charles. And this was one of the best scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
But Jean harnessed this for her power throughout the entire movie. In fact, was jumping from body to body to body to body, falling style from Dizel. And I just thought that was hella dope. I just wish it had been a little more frightening. The fact that the biggest scare I got was when he was fighting the Hulk. It just took away from the, for me. Well, go ahead. I was asking Megan, but go ahead, Ty. What's up?
I really just want to say that in terms of frightening, right? Anytime you can freeze almost a whole city of people in standstill motion and have the ability to, in that moment, decide their fate, because she could have killed every last one of those people that was suspended in that suspended animation thing. She could have killed them. All she had to do was make that decision to kill them, and they would have been dead. Which is why the Punisher looked at this situation differently than how Tom looked at it, how Spider-Man looked at it. He was like, yo, I think he said, this much power, or you saw what the girl can do. Like, you either handle it or I'm going to handle it my way. I think coming out of that situation, you think about the powers that be and how they look at these events that happen in New York. Because New York has always got some events going on, and then the legislation and all that comes down. Now, they all also, the damage control, everybody at the damage control facility, all of the people that were in New York, everybody knows of this event that has happened. That now puts Jean Grey in the crosshairs of the entire government, whatever the government factions, whatever the government secret organizations that handle these type of events. Now she's in the crosshairs. To see her jump on a bus and just drive off into the sunset, we can only guess that her next destination is going to be Xavier's School of. You know what I'm saying? We can almost guarantee that she's going somewhere in that vicinity. But what I also want to say is, you got to understand that we're dealing with 3, maybe 4 universes right now. We're dealing with Fantastic Four's universe. We're dealing with the X-Men universe. We're dealing with this universe that Spider-Man and all of the Avengers live in. And so there is a
not to mention freaking my man in black and white, Mr. Ben Reilly. That's a whole other Spider Noir.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if his universe is connected to Avengers Doomsday. I don't think it's connected to Avengers Doomsday. But
correct.
But what I'm saying is to be able to splice all three of these universes in and do it in a way that it makes sense. This is the way to do it. Like, I mean, we none of us expected to see an X-Men. None of us expected to see Jean Grey, which is why it was an oh shit moment.
It was an oh shit moment.
But if you noticed, that's what they've been doing in the last few movies. They've been showing you X-Men. They've been showing you different universes. This again is for me, which has made it what made it so good was again not the I didn't have that expectation out of all the stuff that's been leaked throughout all of the trailers, throughout all of the assumptions, and throughout all of the content creators. I didn't hear nobody talk about Jean Grey. I didn't hear nobody say, hey, Jean Grey was in the movie. So Marvel did, again, one of their better jobs at keeping a secret that could give me that oh shit moment, because I already, when they showed me Tombstone, I was disappointed because we saw him for about 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, we know what you look like, but that's all we get. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else, when we saw Tramel, we realized, oh, he's playing Bill. And
we need to talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? So like all of the stuff that everybody talked about online that we was all like, oh, like, I bet he's Norman Oswald. I bet he's this. I bet he's that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have none of no Jean Grey information. We didn't have no Jean Grey information. So that to me was cool. I was like, yo, that they did that seamlessly. She was the antagonist. It made sense why she was doing what she was doing, and to see the way that it all turned around, it all transitioned from her being having that kill mentality after she found out that her sister might be dead. Because anytime somebody says, that we thank your sister for her sacrifice, that shows some finality to me. I'm like, oh, they killed her. Oh, and then you look up at the ceiling the whole time she's been looking for VMAX, and you find out it's a vent. It's a vent. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Oh, she couldn't read the whole vent because the thing. I was like, yo, that's dope. That's the yeah, man. I don't know, man.
That was a good reveal. I loved that.
I don't know this movie.
Yeah, you like that part, Megan?
Yeah, I did. I mean, like, here's the thing about like the whole Jean Grey thing, her being the antagonist or like villain to a certain extent, but the villain is actually like government entities. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I would say if we were to just take it as like the movie, like, not really as the whole MCU. I think it's fine. Yes, it did kind of, the villain, quote unquote, was less scary after that reveal, and then after seeing her backstory. But I do agree that I do agree with Anthony. Like it is very frustrating that we just don't get any true villains like that, where they're just bad the entire time. And then like there's also like Marvel has a problem with this, but also just Disney in general has a problem with this. It's like the kind of bait and switch, the red herring type of villain, where it's like, oh, you don't think this organization or whatever, this character is a villain at first, and it's like, oh no, they were bad the entire time. Fake out. Like, it's getting so tired. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, as an overall, like, we've just been seeing this for the past like decade plus. It's like, no. Just keep your villains bad for right now. It's okay to have bad people. Like, it's okay.
Yes. That part. That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying. Kira.
Two things. I forgot to mention the Marvels. They immediately showed at the end of the movie the X-Men. They showed Beast, and they showed I guess the other Captain Marvel, oh Lord, what's her mother? Oh, anyway. They
Yeah,
showed
I
that
know you're talking about.
in an alternate universe, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Still talking.
And then the second thing is I was doing some research, and it says Chris Claremont originally planned to have Sarah Gray be an original X Factor member, and she's a mutant with the ability to activate latent powers in other mutants.
Oh,
So, Marvel,
that sound.
if we're doing alternate universes, can we please, can we, if you're gonna lock into this type of shit, just do that. Do that. Do that. It's written right there on the Marvel Wiki. It's okay. People may not be so mad. Plus, you'll be driving traffic to your comic books or something like
That
that.
part.
You know what I mean? Money. See, money. Do a thing to make money. Money. Sorry,
No,
that's it.
all right. Well, I'm glad to hear that, man. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like this movie, it felt like a mid-season finale to a series. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh,
I'm
true.
expecting more. Like, it's setting me up for more. It didn't fully
Yes.
satisfy my appetite. I felt like it was like the 6th episode in the Spider-Man 10 episode Paramount Plus series or something. And like now, all I'm doing is waiting for the next one. It didn't really definitively do much of anything outside of develop the fact that we now are living in a world where mutants are running amok and they have the ability to do what. Pop quiz, where did we see that already? Where a woman freezes or takes controls of the minds of people within a certain block radius. Have we seen this before? Pop quiz?
A woman or just
Yes.
a mutant?
A woman / mutant, because she is an X-Men.
Take over.
Okay, Scarlet Witch. Okay, so nobody. Yeah, we watched a whole show called WandaVision.
Oh,
In
yeah,
which they
true.
did the exact same thing. It just took
Mhm.
them 6 episodes to get 6, 8. I think it might have been 8, 7, 8. But it's like, okay, we've seen it before, Marvel. Now I'm not. Again, it sounds bad because I love the sequences. I mean, I would argue with you that the best swing sequences in any Spider-Man movie came in Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, where he fought Electro. But in this particular one, I wasn't upset with it, especially the when they did fight the. I do like the recharacterization of the hand. I like how they did that. Y'all see how they kind of sneak that in there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Throw the hand in there. So who's going to come with the hand? Oh, Danny Rand much? I don't know. We'll have to see how this works. But now we've gotten all these characters, and I just feel like it was more like a reunion rather than us actually getting a new way to step forward. We know Punisher. We literally just watched the hour-and-a-half special with the Punisher. We know Hulk. He's been in like damn near every movie. We even know his son. We know his cousin. You know what I'm saying? Come on, give me a break. Like we know all these people already. We even know multiple versions of Jean Grey. You know when they failed with the Phoenix movie, and now they're giving us this new ability to give us a new. So I'm just like, come on, man. This was a perfect opportunity to give us like a Submariner, to give us like a somebody who I mean, shoot, if you want to be really that bad, give us another well familiar with. Why are we being introduced to as the main source of villainy heroes? So, I mean, that's the biggest qualm I have with this movie. I love the cinematography of it. Meg, I'm sure you could speak even broader to that, but that's the only thing. If I just got my fingers to the like, look,
that's what's happened historically in the comics. Black Panther was a villain at one point against some of the Marvel characters. Who else was it? Not Bruce Banner. What is the other big guy?
Red Hulk.
Huh?
Red
No,
Hulk.
not Red Hulk. I can't think of it. But there are so many characters whose first iterations into the comic book universe end up being a villain to start off with, and then they realize, oh, this person was fucking with us, and that's why I need to have you. And now I realize that this is the actual villain now, and we need to come together and fight against this common enemy.
Well, it's not even far removed from Marvel tactics. I mean, when we saw Captain America, Civil War, that essentially was a bunch of characters fighting against each other. So there was no like legit big bad in that one too, and it was just kind of us, Spider-Man's fighting Black. Oh, that's cool. You know, I feel like we've done that, and I just was hoping, especially after we had such a dastardly villain such as Norman Osborn in the prequel, in the previous movie, that it would go even further, and it took a step back, in my opinion. Now, having said that, go ahead, Tom.
I just wanted to point out that you mentioned WandaVision in terms of mind control. She didn't mind control those people. What she did was she held those people hostage in their town. Remember, they were fully aware of what was going on. They just kept their mouths closed and they were under hostage. Remember when the black guy was like, "Don't say things like," yeah. Those people weren't under mind control. They just were being held hostage under a barrier that she had created around the town, and they realized that they needed to do what she said, or else. So it wasn't really a mind control thing that you kind of referenced. It was
they were under mind control. That's why.
No, they weren't.
That is why. That's why. Okay. Photon. Excuse me. Our homegirl.
Photon is
unaware that she was in that vortex until she was knocked out of it. Do you remember?
Who?
Monica Rambeau.
Photon.
Monica
Rambeau was completely engulfed in that little show she had, and until she was, get out. Who are you? Get out. She didn't know what the fuck had been happening. She saw shows. She was like, "Yo, I did that." So yeah, they were under mind control. They may have been aware that they were under mind control, but they couldn't always control what they were doing.
Photon came through the barrier, and I'm talking about the people that were in the town. The people that were in the town were fully aware of what was going on. They just were playing along, because they had no choice, because this being who has all this power came in and was coaching. So I'm just putting that out there. Maybe. Keep on with your yeah.
Go ahead, Ant.
I both things are true. I think what's happening was WandaVision. I think both things. Some people were being held hostage, and some people who tried to escape she would impose more will on them and then fully enslave them and make them run routines. Because there was some people they showed like were on the outskirts of town. They were just like running in routines, not doing things consciously. But going back to Spider-Man, I got a lot to say about this, because to me personally, this is one of the greatest Spider-Man movies, because this is a day in the life of Spider-Man, right? This wasn't the greatest Spider-Man story, but this was one of the greatest Spider-Man movies. And from what I said earlier in the video is true. Everything I said earlier that's good about the movie is true, but now there's a lot wrong that I think was really, really bad. One, there is no villain.
Right.
Straight up. There's no real villain. But it is a life of Spider-Man. He's taking down a lot of his villains. You see him right there. He took down Boomerang. He took down Tombstone. He took down Scorpion. He took down mad villains. But there's no villain to this movie. Two, we still don't know what the fuck is happening to him.
Right.
Oh, true.
Like at the end of the movie, we still don't. We just know every once in a while he would spaz the fuck out. But we still don't know what the fuck is happening to him.
Right.
You know what? I just think it's burnout. I'm just gonna say right there. You know what? I related to that so bad, because I'm like, he's going through some burnout. He can't even like
burnout, Megan.
I'm almost with you, except for the black eyes, right? His eyes
that part.
So that's why I'm like, I still think he's wearing the symbiote that Tom Hardy left behind at the end of the other movie. Because one thing you got to remember is that this movie went through a 5-year time jump. We not in 2025 no more. We in 2029, 2030, whatever. So in those years where he was doing all his adventures, he might have picked up the symbiote.
Well, wait, wouldn't his technology have picked up an additional piece of DNA in him? Because that's what his whole tech suit was about. It was tracking the mutation in his DNA.
It bonds with his DNA. And he's looking for spider DNA. He's not looking for alien DNA. He has to know what to look for. DNA is like that. You have to know exactly what you're looking for.
Oh, is it like that?
It would have detected a change. No, it would have detected a change. It's built to detect any anomalies in his system. It wouldn't have been able to identify it necessarily, but it definitely would have been like, no, there's something like it did with his own DNA.
Before we even get on to that, because I could talk about the symbiote. There's still a lot more wrong with this movie, right? One, they redid the plot of Captain America: Brave New World. Right, they redid the story of Wanda going bad and the story of Doctor Strange and the
whoa! Can I pause you?
Why?
I missed the redoing the plot.
For Captain America?
Yeah, talk to me about that.
With the hero taking on a Hulk mid-movie for no fucking reason? Just having a Hulk just show up and just be the star of the promotion? Like, if
So
you
they
think
did-
about all
Sam
the
Wilson.
promotion
Sam
for
Wilson
Brave New
Captain
World,
America.
yes, Sam
But
Wilson,
it didn't change any of the canon or the lore that they made in Brave New World. That's not what you're saying. You're just saying that they kind of copied or
No, they just copied the plot.
Okay.
Right? Like,
Okay.
hey, this worked for Brave New World by having a Hulk in the
Fair.
posters
Yes.
and in the commercials. Let's put a
Yes.
Hulk here. Right?
Yes. Agreed.
This movie is like a cherry picking of all what they think was successful in the MCU. It feels like there's a combination of Ghost from Ant-Man because Jean was Ghost. She was also Wanda from Age of Ultron, mind controlling the Hulk. There you go with the Captain America Brave New World with the hero fighting the Hulk. Then you got Deadpool and Wolverine with Spider-Man and Punisher. Then you got Multiverse of Madness with Jean being the misdirected villain. And Thunderbolts with her taking control with part of the city. Now, I don't like the idea of just looking back in their past and just cherry picking the things that people connected with, and then Frankensteining that into a Spider-Man movie. I hate that I love the movie more because the Spider-Man of it all is making me forgive all of these things.
Right.
But these are things that would normally sink a superhero movie. If this was any other superhero movie, I would never be this forgiving. If you would have said you gave me Spawn and there was no villain, I would have been like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why did you waste my time?
True.
Right? Like if they would have did some shit where they just did a new DC movie with Justice League and they just redid the things that we love from the Marvel movies and brought them together like the Avengers, we would have been like, why'd you waste our time?
True.
Yeah. But because it fits better with him, is that his fault?
You forgive it because in the day in the life of Spider-Man, the type of crazy stuff he experiences in a day, and they set the pace of that from the beginning. It started with that montage of him just going through like 10 villains like nothing. It's like whatever, this just happens clearly. Day in the life of Spider-Man.
But I still want my question. Just because he did it better later, does that mean he doesn't deserve the praise for the way that this movie worked out?
I love the way that this movie worked out. I hate the idea of Marvel turning this into a formula because it's starting to feel that trend.
Yeah.
We're already concerned about Avengers Doomsday, right? And this feels like the ultimate culmination of an experiment. They did it a little bit with Deadpool and Wolverine. They've been putting the feelers out with having people cameo and other stuff here and there. I don't know.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not looking forward to seeing Doomsday, and I'm probably not gonna go.
Whoa.
I'm genuinely. I'm not gonna. I'm telling you now. I'm not wasting my money. I'm not wasting my money.
Let me talk to you as a friend.
That's cool.
Hold on. Slow down. Let's not judge too harshly. This still is the MCU. This still is the event movie.
That's not going to save them no more with me. That don't save with me no more.
It's about we need you, Kira, because on Saturday we're gonna be here, and if they fuck this movie up, we're gonna let them know. We need your opinion.
Hold on, I didn't say I wasn't going to see it. I just said I wasn't going to
spend no money on it. Read between the lines.
You got support.
We can't be through for a second.
We back.
They won't get a piece of my pie.
Meg, were you about to say something? Look like you.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say one thing. I do agree with this being a really good Spider-Man character study. Like we needed more of this type of stuff. And like for me as like more of a cinephile than like, a superhero movie fan, I don't really go into superhero movies really expecting action 100% of the time. I thought this was great and that's why I loved it so much. But yeah, but I do kind of understand the testament, like especially to I heard some of the conversations walking out of the theater. People were saying, oh, they wanted more action, that type of thing, which I'm like, okay, I agree. But the action sequences were really good. This has the best cinematography out of the entire Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. but dare I say, I think some of the best in the Spider-Man franchise in general. Like the cinematography was so amazing.
Yeah.
Like I was blown away, and I do want to see it in different formats too. Like I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, like maybe 40. Oh, that's right. You're in
Oh,
Oregon.
Oh,
Oh, damn. We got a charter
no,
you a
I
flight
can
to Seattle.
go.
Nah, my bad.
Damn.
Ty, you missed it, but earlier we talked about
Yes, why you
Megan
treating
being
her
from
like
Oregon.
this?
Everyone
yeah.
is. I'm just getting
Yeah.
grilled in the comments too. They're like, what?
So she couldn't
Like,
see.
whatever.
Yo, Ty, this is a point I love repeating this. I said, Megan, you know, maybe you could see it in 40X. She says, oh, they don't have it in my state.
Listen, that is not
state.
Nah, that's not.
That's an illusion.
In fairness to Megan, 4DX is fairly new, and
Yes,
it is very rare in most states. In my state, there's only 2 locations in the entire state. I'd have to drive 4.5 hours to go to the closest location. Yes,
exactly.
So this is a new thing. So
Right.
in fairness to Oregon, I don't know what's going on in Oregon, but in fairness to them, 4DX is not just global yet. It's not everywhere.
We'll probably get into 2050.
But I wanted to just speak a little bit about
I think we only have
in
5.
terms of the changes that Tom is going through. I think that it was very important if you paid attention to what was going on that TV while he was in there trying to figure out what the inhibitor, trying to mess with the inhibitor. They were basically letting you know that there are cycles in a spider's life where it changes. It changes based off of stress, based off of whatever it was, but based off of whatever it is that causes these changes. From the very beginning of the movie, you see Tom going out of his way to fight crime, so much that the city honors him for putting away all the criminals in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie. He's doing all of this, mind you, to keep his mind off the fact that he lost the love of his life, that his best friend, who both, mind you, live right around the corner from him in the city, you know what I'm saying, that he cannot be a part of their lives and vice versa. They can't be a part of his life. That trauma kind of spirals and goes out of control when he actually goes to the party and sees Zendaya kiss that boy. From that point, the physical change is activated. It's activated within him because of the stress that he's been going through, and now he can no longer control it. So that stress is what's causing the changes in his body, which is also why I said this is finally the Spider-Man movie, because it's almost as though he's reaching puberty in terms of arachnids. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the course of why he's now be able to shoot web fluid from his veins as opposed to his web shooters, because his body is going through that cycle of change that a spider would go through, which is why when he awoke from a cocoon of web, just like a butterfly, a caterpillar change, metamorphosis of their stage. Like that was indicative of the change. That was the indicative of the change. So like when y'all are talking about like Venom, possibly having some of the alien DNA in him and everything like that. This, if he did have that, it would have shown up like it's shown up in other people where that DNA. Why you say
Because there's a lot of reasons to believe he's wearing the symbiote right now. One, he's giving off symbiote energy. He's the mood swings, all that stuff. That's classic symbiote energy. Two, when he looked at his vein, when he shot that web, there was no hole in his wrist. he was looking for it. He kept pinching his wrist,
Right.
but he couldn't find it. And you remember in the movies, the symbiotes fed off of hormones. I think this is that little tiny venom symbiote, and it was just a small piece. And I don't think it was big enough to manifest itself. I think it was feeding off of Peter this whole time. And I think he's starting to grow large enough to manifest.
But then why was he able to squeeze? Why was he able to squeeze the spider fluid out of his wrist? It doesn't have to be.
I think that's the symbiote.
That don't make no sense.
That don't make no
Yeah,
sense.
I don't know.
I'm going to mention Harmony's comment. He's going through Spider-Man menopause.
Like in essence, she's right though. But like that's what I'm saying. Like everything that led up to this change, we did not see any physical changes until after he saw her kiss the boy. Right after that, he goes home. He passes out because it's overwhelming him. He wakes up in a cocoon. He comes out. The thing about it, it was like he was squeezing his arm to see where this stuff was coming up. No, he like in terms of the stuff that was oozing out of his thing, it was almost like pre-ejaculation. Like
hold on though. You're gonna tell me him blacking out, eyes turning black, and then waking up upside down somewhere else in the other town in a spider cocoon isn't giving symbiote energy?
No, what I'm saying is it's giving spider energy in terms of the cycles that spiders are go through.
Okay.
That's all I was saying was like the stuff that came at the stuff that changed in him. It affected his arachnid DNA, which is what the computer said. Your arachnid DNA is overloading. That's why you can't wear the web shooters with the white stuff that's coming. I'm saying the white stuff. Marvel did.
But think about that. That don't feel like the symbiote attacking his web shooters.
A lot of
it only attacked that.
Can I say something real quick? A lot of people think Spider-Man is an allegory on puberty and life changes. So I think it all works out, and I think this movie is an indication of that.
Yes.
So what are you saying? The spider fluid? I mean, if this is puberty,
it's
then,
puberty, menopause, whatever.
Yes.
Like it's his life changes. And they talk about the changes of the spider.
After he saw Mary Jane, he had to get some energy.
Can I pause this for a second? Can I just back this up into something?
Pause the whole
All right, let's not forget about the fact that Spider-Man.
Pause.
Peter at this point is in contact, or at least has spoken with Tobey Maguire, who did have who had biological web shootings. So there is a realm where one could say perhaps the interaction between the two of them could have put him in the mind space too. Now, I don't agree with this, Kira. Doesn't make sense.
No. I'm trying to remember if Tobey Maguire woke up in a cocoon. If the same thing happened to him.
No, he didn't wake up in a cocoon. But what he did do was wake up not knowing where he was in Spider-Man 3, which I know we don't talk about. It's like Bruno. We don't talk about it. It doesn't exist. But in Spider-Man 3, this has a lot of Spider-Man 3 colloquialisms. If you think about it, Spider-Man 3, he took on a different type of persona, as he got the emo fit and he was out there dancing, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, exactly. So when we see that, to Ant's point, you can kind of start to think, all right, maybe there's Prometheus X symbiotic, there's something going on here. The problem I have with that is I duly feel, the reason I feel you're wrong, Anthony, is I feel like Sony would not allow an opportunity like the merging of Venom and Spider-Man worlds to go to waste. Like they would not let it be that subtle. And so I thought it was more of him maybe turning into a full spider, like doppelganger.
The cycle of the spider, like they showed it on the television.
I'm with you, Ty. I'm with you. Less of the Prometheus X, because where did it come from? There's no space shuttle. There's no J. Jonah Jameson. There's no moon trip where you can get the foreign entity from. It just came out of him having bad memories of not being able to speak with his friends, and all of a sudden he's got
no. Okay, the symbiote came from when Tom Hardy came into his universe and left a piece of it behind. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's been years. And I'm saying that small piece of symbiote found its way to Peter and has been feeding off of his hormones. And I think that when he had that little blackout, it spiked to the point where it could manifest to the point where, he can start to shoot webs with it. He can't manifest a full costume with it, but I think he can start to use it a little. And the way that it always reacted to when he put on his web shooters, not when he put on his other costume, not when he did anything else, just specifically his web shooters, it kept reacting violently. The other thing is that we have to remember, Marvel is always Marvel first before they're Spider-Man first. So more importantly than making a good Spider-Man story, they've got to make a good Avengers story. And let's not forget Secret Wars is coming, and they had that little after credit scene where they showed Spider-Man is off-world.
Yeah.
This feels like more of a setup for Spider-Man to rock his black suit in Secret Wars more than any other thing.
Or Battle World.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
But I'm just
Battle
saying
World.
in that movie.
Yeah, no. But real quick, Vince, the fact that we're dealing with multiversal Spider-Man and that we have more than one, we don't know which Spider-Man that was in space. We can assume that it was Tom, but we also have to understand that device that tracks Spider-Man.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
That device is based off of word of mouth. So whenever somebody sees a Spider-Man sighting, they report to that tracker, and then it tells you, hey, Spider-Man is in this vicinity.
Oh, wow.
There's no way to do that in space unless there's another multiversal Ned that has created a different Spider-Man tracker that does work in space and works differently from the one that works in Brooklyn in the time that we're dealing with right now. So that's why I'm like that. There is the black. I do follow Ant, and I do understand that in Secret Wars, Spider-Man does don the black suit. But that is not prior to, but that's after Battle World, which is after Avengers Doomsday, when Dr. Doom creates the one universe, and then all of the superheroes are on that one universe. So there's a lot, and I understand why Ant it has the opinion that it could be a symbiote, but all I'm saying is what they gave us, what we actually saw with our eyes, was based on the cycle of the spider. There was no reason for them to kind of really focus on that, because they could have turned the volume down on that TV. We could have not heard none of that shit. But the fact of the matter is that it was deliberate to understand what he's going through. The stress, the trauma, all of dealing with the emotional stuff that he's going through with the lack of having Zendaya, the lack of having his best friend, and that transformation is embodied by all of that stress and all of that trauma that he's been dealing with, but hasn't been dealing with. So I think that change is indicative of that.
Can we talk real quick about how all of that shit is self-inflicted? Like, he could have literally just went around the corner and just been like, hey, listen, I'm Spider-Man. It's Peter. We know each other. Zendaya was like, yo, why the fuck didn't you tell me?
What?
Been here for 4 years. Why didn't you tell me? Like, yo. And then he goes up to Genki and they do the handshake and he's like, bro, why did you do this to yourself? Why did you torture yourself for 4 years for no reason? You could have been told them.
It wasn't no reason, and the reason he initially did it was to protect him.
Yeah,
no, that's why he did it. But I mean, like, as soon as the spell was over, like, all right, now let me swing back around the corner and be like, hey, let me just.
No, May just died. May just died.
There's no way. He literally said the reason why I didn't want to tell you is to protect you, because the last person that knew, Aunt May, rest in peace, died. And so I did not want that to happen to y'all. Y'all deserve to have your own life and be safe. I wanted to see y'all live. That was literally his reasoning.
Self-inflicted. And
which is
making the decision all by himself.
That's what Spider-Man is about.
It was well-intentioned, but it's self-inflicted, and it's not his decision to make by himself.
That is literally Spider-Man's whole fucking shit. He will not. He is self-sacrificing to the end of his life. He will not put anybody else in harm's way. That's his whole fucking foundational.
That is very true. That is very true. The whole I was
Sorry.
gonna say the whole entire existence of Spider-Man is, I mean, which is why I loved it so much more than like Superman and even well, I don't want to say Wolverine. Wolverine was almost as equally like painful, but it's the fact that Spider-Man could never be happy. Peter Parker specifically, Spider-Man played the role because he was a character, right? Like he was the upsided, energetic, strong, masculine, heroic figure that's in Peter Parker's mind that can come out when he's able to exude all of the power he has. But take off the mask and everything else, and he's either going to lose his uncle, his aunt, his girlfriend. He's going to lose, and if you go further, his wife, his kids. It's always a never-ending cycle of, oh shit, I'm Spider-Man, but I'm Spider-Man, but I'm Spider-Man, but. But the issue is in the last season and the last season. See, that's how it feels. This feels like a freaking series, bro. I swear it does. In the last movie, did not, and correct me if I'm wrong, did Peter say to MJ, "I'll find you, no matter where you go, I will find you."
He did,
and he did. I mean, he didn't say, "I'm gonna find you, tell you who he is, and we gonna hook back up."
correct.
Right?
And I'm gonna watch over you, I'm always gonna protect you, type deal. Don't worry, I'm always gonna be there.
So real quick, I'd like to, because we gotta wrap this, because we gotta talk Odyssey. We gotta talk Odyssey. We've got the homie Meg here. She's in Odyssey. You've all seen it. So I want to start wrapping this up, but I just want to kind of just list off some of the things that I loved and some of the things that we probably could have done without. All right. Here's what I loved. I loved Jean Grey bringing in this movie. Let's just keep it real. It's phenomenal. I hated that she was the big bad. that sucks. All right, don't bring in. It's like what if they brought in? You know what? Let me just say this part real quick. I know nobody saw Madam Web, but Madam Web's villain was better.
I saw it.
Web's villain was better than this. Like it was an actual Spider-Man that was actually evil. You know what I'm saying?
He was evil the entire time too.
And there was no like, oh well, he's my old friend. It's like, no, he's a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And I like that part about it. So I love that. I love including Hulk and I love including Punisher, but not to the extent where they start to make up the bulk of the screen time in the movie. Let's come on, like Spider-Man is a big enough franchise to hold his own. He does not need supporting cast. I don't like how they gave us a boyfriend for for MJ, and we don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Like, who the fuck is this? Who is you? Who is you?
Somebody that can be replaced.
She didn't even like this dude.
I thought they were going to go into that a little bit further too. I agree.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? I just circle back because I know I'm repeating myself, but I love the element of Jean Grey being exposed prior to her introduction to Charles. Chef's kiss, love it, love seeing her uninhibited, because we all know that Jean Grey, when she meets Charles, becomes a completely different character. She's subdued, she's subservient, she's a little less, and then she meets Scott, blah, 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 blah. But I love the fact that I didn't like the big bad stuff. I liked including Scorpion. I liked the reintroduction of the Hand. I feel like we could have got maybe a little bit more of the Hand a little bit, because I like the ninja shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the ambiguity circling around the fact that me and Megan, Kira, Ty just had a full blown out, this is what the fuck happened with regard to what's happening to Peter, says that they didn't really tell us what the fuck is really happening with Peter. Like, we don't know. The man's eyes are turning black. And we're like, oh, he's a symbiote. Oh, no, he's in puberty. No, he's in menopause. Like, nigga, what the fuck is it? Like, and I know Ty's like, well, yeah, he's becoming a spider. Well, yeah, that's what it said on the screen. But why? And you're like, oh, well, because his emotions. He's felt this way the whole time. So he saw her in the coffee shop before. Why not then? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden.
I love how we keep calling her Zendaya.
She's Zendaya. That's what she is. She's Zendaya. One name only. Yeah, one name. I don't like the fact that they did not tell us why Ned now knows the secret handshake. What happened? Does he have something in his mind triggered as well? Did they forget about them completely, or did they just suppress their memories? Explain. So they
made Ned magic. Did you forget in the last movie? Ned is magic. Ned is magic.
You're right. He is a whole freaking Doctor Strange. It's a whole Doctor Strange. So, that part's pretty cool. Yeah, he missed their whole Spider years, which basically makes Peter, I guess, a college dropout because he went to EU and they were like, "Do you go here?" He was like, yeah, no." But yeah, so those are some things, and I would like, if you all are open to it, I'd like for us to continue our talk about Spider-Man. Maybe not all this week because we're running low on time a little bit, and we want to get to some other topics, especially the one with the other Tom Holland and Zendaya movie. Yeah, this was a blast. I still give it like an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 7.5, not the full 10. I still don't. I put this in terms of my ranking. If I'm being honest, I'm putting this like almost at the bottom of the tier when it comes to the Tom Holland versions. For me, it's far from
respectfully.
For me,
you and that by yourself.
It's No Way Home. It's No Way Home. Far From Home. Then what is this? Brand New Home. Brand New Day, and then Homecoming. So that's the order for me. Like I loved the inclusion of the other Spider-Mans way better, and all the other villains. Don't forget that. I love the redemption arc for Garfield. All right, and then I loved them going outside of New York, which is something that you rarely see them doing in the Spider-Man movies, which is what happened in Far From Home. They were literally on a European tour. So other than that, yeah. So all of y'all that's putting this to the top, good for you. For me, that's where it stands. I know I'm an outlier on this, so I'll leave it alone. But
what was that Rotten Tomato meter audience?
Blah 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 blah.
98.
Yeah,
you in the 2%.
I'll be the 2% milk. It's all good, man. It's chocolate milk. All right. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and move this right along. We do have another Tom Holland movie to discuss, and that is where he plays the role of Odysseus' son in the Odyssey. And the Odyssey, has been out for a couple weeks. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to be on the show to talk about it, but we are here now. So you all know how we do, and it's great that we have everybody here so we can do our thumbs ups and thumbs downs. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down in just a moment, and y'all can give me your thumbs up, your feet up, your whatever it is you got going on, and I know how you get down for this, and then we'll go ahead and chat on it. So without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, you're gonna tell us what you felt about it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. All right, let me try that again. 3, 2, 1. Wow,
Absolute
look at that. Oh, we got a halfway. Okay, we got a okay, the halfway mark. Okay, let's
like let's start.
1.5. Okay. Well, what gives it the halfway mark? And then Megan, I'd love to jump to you as for why you get the pumps up and all of that, man. You're really excited about it. What's up?
Before y'all went on break, we were talking about Christopher Nolan and his ability to garner an Oscar. With his skills and talent, and what this, if this is going to be an Oscar winning movie, I stand by what I said. Technically, perfect movie. Story wise, he told a story. I'm not impressed.
Whoa!
I'm not.
Disagree.
It is a gorgeous, visually well told story. I was entertained. I stayed awake. I was very much in tune with it. I don't give a fuck about these people. I do not care. Like, it's cool that he went through this entire journey, but I feel like for some of the especially the women characters, he could have gone into a little bit more depth with. Odysseus is not. He's not a clean hero. He's not a clean hero. And I felt he could have gone a little bit deeper with that. Like you can be redeemed by the end of the movie, but and then Tom Holland's character, it felt inept. Also, like, you giving your kid the keys to the car to this. Oh, and your mama don't believe in you either. So if your mama don't believe in you, why am I here for you? It like I said, technically, visually, great storytelling. The story itself, I'm all right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, was not for
Megan,
me.
you feel the same?
Yeah. Oh, I would love to talk about this. I put my hands up. Absolute cinema. Absolutely. It was so good. Like the Scorsese made absolute cinema. I loved it so much. Like this like I don't know if this is recency bias or anything, but so far this is my favorite Christopher Nolan film, hands down. Hands
Whoa.
down. Like I've never been so hyped after watching a Christopher Nolan film like ever. So other than Dunkirk, I was pretty hyped about. But oh my gosh, this was so good. And yes, I agree. Like the women characters weren't written well, but that's so true because like Christopher Nolan is terrible at writing women, like hands down, he is. But good thing Homer is great at writing women, or at least decent at writing women. So it's just like I'm glad that he took on this took on the Odyssey. The thing about Odysseus, yeah, he is a very flawed lead. So he is like, especially if you read the Odyssey poems, like
He
yeah,
ain't shit,
like
bro.
he is they watered him down like so much in this, which is kind of insane, especially like we'll get into spoilers later. But I mean, which you could also argue Christopher Nolan has a problem with, like watering down really problematic men. I mean, like Oppenheimer, for example, too. You know, and then trying to make them into heroes. So, but I mean, in this adaptation of the Odyssey, yes, he is more of a hero than a very problematic figure. But I mean, at the end of the day, I really loved it. I've seen it twice already. I want to see it a third and fourth time. It was so good. Yes, I loved it. So I saw it opening weekend. Amazing. An IMAX too. We have IMAXs in Oregon.
Oh wow!
I know. So
Congratulations.
I saw it in IMAX. I want to see it in 70 millimeter and in 70 millimeter IMAX. I want to take the trip up to Seattle to see it in 4DX. Like, I want to do all the things. I love this movie. I'm obsessed with it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Ty, what about you, bro?
I mean, I share those sentiments. I've seen it 3 times. But I have not seen it in 4DX, and I have not seen it in IMAX, which I kind of want to also experience both of those things. I think I called you and told you, I want to pull up on that 4DX and
yeah, I was going.
Look, I don't know if people know, but when you see it in 4DX, you're gonna be soaking wet.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot you with water most of the so yeah, get ready, get your umbrellas ready. So yeah, I realized that this story has been told. So this is not so much Christopher Nolan as it is just him trying to do an iteration of the story that's already been told. But to have the list of actors that you have, to have the cinema, the cameraman and the cinematography hit the way that it hit. I did a little research, and I like that when they went on the island with the giants, I realized that in real life, what they did was they got a whole bunch of tall ass people, like 7-footers, and they just screened them with shorter people. And so it made them look like they were giants. And I was like, yo, that is dope. Because you would think this is all CGI, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope as a director, being able to pull that off. I just couldn't say enough about where I was when I first realized that he was doing this with the cast that he was doing it with. It was really one of those, this is going to be a real hard movie to fail. Like I already knew that it was going to be one of those type of deals. But to see him put it together the way that it was put together was just definitely one of those things where you're like, I'm glad they were able to get this right, because I didn't want to come out of this like, yo, y'all paid the amount of money y'all paid for these actors and all of this, and this is what you get. Which is why I'm a little excited for Children of
the
Blood
and Bone.
Yeah. I'm a little excited for that. A little excited. But it's not much to say, man. Like again, this if you know the story of the Odyssey, then you know that this has been done before. It's been done many a time actually. But this might be the best version of it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm on board, man. I'm on board. I think it's gonna win the awards that it deserves to win. I think Christopher Nolan is gonna again be praised and renowned for his directing ability. There's going to be a couple of people that win awards out of this movie. It's going to be the score. Let's talk about the score a little bit.
So amazing. Ludwig.
Like sometimes scores, the score doesn't align with the movie. That wasn't this. That was this. The score aligned perfectly with each scene, with the stuff. So I just think in just like as a whole, things were done right. They were done the right way.
Yeah. Anthony, I think you've seen it multiple times now.
No, I've only seen it once, but I will say this: I am a snob, and if you have not seen the movie on an IMAX 70 millimeter screen as Nolan intended, then my dear friend, you have not seen the movie.
Yeah.
You are still aspiring to see the movie. I dare you take the journey up to thine theater with the 70 millimeter. No, settle for 35. 35 is good. 70 millimeter is the finest in the land. Get that. So for anyone who's seen this movie and walked out of it saying, I don't know what the big deal is, probably didn't see the fucking movie.
Yes, Oregon has IMAX. I mentioned that.
70 millimeter IMAX. There's a difference. Don't. I love you. I appreciate the effort, but we need to find it. There are 42 in thine country. Find them.
True.
Oh, wow.
True. Yeah, I want to take the trip. I want to take a trip to see it in 70 millimeter IMAX, like really bad. So I have to go to like California for that. But
wow,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
We got to start a GoFundMe for Meg.
We really do.
Hey,
I'm gonna take Odyssey.
Throw it up on the chat.
She's going to
Chat. Start super chat, and we gotta.
I'm not even joking.
We
I
gotta
really
do
want
this.
to do that.
Oh,
I have
my
time.
You know what? I tell you what. Maybe that something could be arranged because you're close to North California, right? How far are you from? You know, we'll talk about after show. We'll talk about.
You know what?
Yeah, we'll talk about after the show. Yeah.
What else? This was also Christopher Nolan's way of saying "fuck Batman."
Yes.
Because this was him going out here saying like, "Yo, I could make a superhero fantasy like movie without any famous hype." He took something in public domain and was like, he just wanted to cook. And all the cast came to him. I promise you, not one single person in this cast got their usual salary. I promise you this.
No.
Each and every one of them did this because they wanted to be part of something that was with Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, like y'all said, the music was slapping because this man Ludwig learned to play a liar. A liar. The dude who was dropping bops for us all last year with Sinners is back with a liar. Yo,
Yes.
Let's go. Give him all the awards, every single one of them. I love Spider-Man, but the game was already over by the time Spider-Man came.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Best movie of the year so far. If not, I think this is gonna be my favorite movie of the year, like hands down.
Oh, wow.
I really think so, which is so crazy because like I was on a live stream a couple of days ago and we were talking about our anticipated movies. I'm like, I'm set, honestly.
You don't need to see nothing else.
I don't need to see nothing else.
Wow. Okay.
But speaking of the Odyssey and everything and the kind of upcoming movies, I do really like Robert Pattinson, and he is so great in this. He stole the show. He's amazing. There's another movie that he's in called Primetime about what's his name, Chris Hansen. So I'm excited to see that. But Robert Pattinson, oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah.
He's having a great year. Like him and Zendaya, like they're in everything this year.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. They are.
He's in
Oh wait, and John Barenthal. All three of them were in
Yeah,
this.
I was about to say
Everybody was
Spider-Man.
This is year 2.
All Spider-Man was here.
Essentially, this was a smorgasbord of superhero characters from the big two. All right, we've got the Punisher. All right, we've got Peter Parker. All right, we've got MJ, who I guess is some new character. we just kind of accepted MJ. We don't know Michelle, Jeff, or whatever. We've got like you said, Batman. All right, and then we even have old boy, my man Bishop.
Was it what's his name? Bishop? The black dude.
Wait, was he Bishop? I don't remember him being Bishop. Dude from
wasn't he Bishop?
I don't remember him being Bishop. I do remember him being in I think it was
Straight Outta Compton.
Juice. Yeah, Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, he was definitely
I knew who you were talking about.
Juice.
Straight Outta Compton, my man. He played Dre.
And he was in Walking Dead too. Yeah, he was in Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead or something for a little bit. Yeah, so he had a phenomenal character.
And Catwoman.
And Catwoman. Yes, Anne Hathaway. How do we miss that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
old girl from Black Panther.
Pizza.
Who played
Lupita. Yeah, Nakia.
Yeah, Nakia.
And I mean, if you really want to go deep, then Charlize Theron was in
Multiverse of Madness.
Eternal. She was in Eternal.
Doctor Strange.
Multiverse of Madness.
No, she was in Hancock.
Hancock.
My bad. Yeah. She wasn't in Hancock.
But yeah.
And we have Batman, Robert Pattinson. Come on.
Yeah, we said Pattinson. So yeah, we got all of that. Yeah, and I like
Travis Scott played Batman at Halloween. He dressed up as Batman.
yo, that look. I don't know about y'all, but that was the only thing that threw me off. Was when I saw Travis Scott up there. I was like, you even get this movie, bro.
Today, we talk about a man.
A man.
A man with feet.
It went so hard,
skin.
though. Okay, I would say Ludwig carried that scene with the score, because if the score wasn't there, that would have been lame. Yeah, but Ludwig with the freaking score, and then as an intro, my gosh.
Yeah, it was all that, man. Listen, all right, let me just tell y'all, I went in expecting to be underwhelmed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think anybody's gonna feel the way I did about this, but when I saw Troy, I was not as impressed as I wanted to be. And the reason why is because they focus so much more on the human element, and they completely brushed over the God and the supernatural elements of it. And I know, it was a Medusa and there was one, but this, literally they had Athena, who was played by Zendaya, who was an actual God walking next and amongst the regular folks. And that part gets a little confusing, by the way, because it looked like Zendaya played the role also of the daughter of Queen of Helena Troy. So I was a little confused about that, but and so that was, I was like, all right, how was the image of you being, but anyway,
we'll get into it because I have theory.
You have theories? Okay, cool. But what I liked about it is that I didn't feel at any point in time that anybody was being overexposed in terms of acting. There was no point in which I was like, okay, this is a little too much Tom Holland. Right? There's a little too much. It was like he pieced it together so equally, in my opinion, to where the story was the main character. The main character, you could say it was Odysseus, but he wasn't really the main character. The story itself was the main character, if you think about it. And at the end of it, I also like the revelation. You didn't expect to walk away from this with some. I mean, I know this is Homer wrote this ages ago, but I didn't expect to walk away from this with some lesson. And they're like, the dude's like, yo, look, I jumped out of the Trojan horse. I started this. I'm a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I need to get rid of myself. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was for me. I was like, okay, message much. Okay. So but oh my God, this scene alone, not this one, with the Cyclops.
Yes, that was peak.
Alone was worth the price of admission, because they didn't make him some big angry ogre. he's a dude. He's like, yo, I'm home, honey. I'm home. I'm here for lunch. Do we have any humans today? You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, and then he was even crying, and just like they made this. They really gave you a realistic depiction of what it may be like to come across what was a castaway son of a god that had to live his life in isolation because he's a freak. You know what I mean? And you almost, to an extent, even though he bit off the head of a couple soldiers, you almost feel bad for him. You're like, damn, he's crying for his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave him alone. Like, get out of, you're in his house. You're trespassing. You're just trying to eat his sheep and go about his way. And then the giants, who, frankly, guys, when you look at that, just that scene alone, just those 2 seconds, that you're like, oh, okay, it's a couple dudes, all right, whatever. And then they get closer, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, like they're freaking huge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and the way that they did the siren scene.
Ooh, it's so good.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
They never actually, like, they let your imagination do the work for you. All they got to do is show you the silhouettes. Like, Nolan did himself. And now this is Nolan of Dark Knight fame. Like, he knows how to freak superhero characters. If he really wanted to make this a superhero story, he could have made it a superhero story. But he made the story, and I thought that was what made it so magnificent for me. I mean, what other scenes stood out to you guys?
The scene with Cersei and the pigs.
Cersei and the pigs. Yes.
All practical effects, by the way. All practical. No CGI. Yes.
The CGI?
None.
No CGI.
Not a lick. Not a lick.
What?
It's all. I forgot what they said that they did with them, but they basically just used, it was like animatronics in order to get
and clay.
Clay and people in the suits so that they could keep the body. It was I was trying to figure that out the whole scene. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this is all real, but she's going in mouths and pulling shit.
Yeah, right.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
It
was incredible. That is Oscar worthy in of itself. Like, bringing that back out and making people go, how the fuck did you do that without any technology from today is incredible work. Sorry.
Like, I can't even speak to how you even start to think about how you do that scene. Like, okay, look, no, calm down. I know we got CGI on tap, but hold on, let me try this. I want you to just put your hand inside his mouth.
And like kind of hook it, but be careful.
Then just pat him on his face, and then it's gonna come a snout. You know, it's gonna come a snout, and it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, just let you know. It's like, bro, like. Chef's kiss. I can't. I mean, there's too many things to discuss. I even liked. Okay, there's one thing that I think could have been done a little better. I didn't like the Kraken. I did not like the Kraken. I think the Kraken was underwhelming.
I agree.
I feel like the Kraken. First of all, how is the Kraken not in the water?
True.
Why is the Kraken not in the water?
Is that what they called it? Was it a Kraken?
In the book, it's the Kraken.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what the fuck that
had to be the Kraken. The Kraken right by the whirlpool.
That shit was weird.
I mean, please chime in.
I do
chat.
agree.
Somebody chime in. If I'm wrong, I'll be wrong.
Kind of lost me. Like, I didn't even clock that it was a Kraken. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was. Forgetting about that scene.
Like, why is the Kraken coming from out of a cave? Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that part. And I feel like I wanted to see more Kraken. Granted, I know we've seen a lot of Krakens. In fact, I think it was on Ty, you tell me, I think it was Wrath of the Titans.
No. Clash of the Titans. Clash of it was the original.
Well, but the Wrath was the most recent, is what I'm saying. The one with Sam Worthington, where the Kraken. Well, So I think that like the Kraken is definitely a shoot into these stories, and for it to kind of be like. It felt like he was on the couch, like, you know, sitting there watching Netflix, and then he was like, "Oh, there's somebody in my backyard. Let me, you know, reach out there and like tighten this up right quick." And then he just went back to his business. It was like, "Nah, man, give me the full-throated Kraken." You know what I'm saying?
So they couldn't give you the full-throated. They couldn't give you the full-throated Kraken because they avoided the whirlpool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they avoided that. That was the whole thing. Like, so they thought they were doing the right thing by avoiding the whirlpool, and then they soon figured out, they fucked around and found out that, you know what I'm saying, there's no way to avoid the inevitable. That's like there's a lot of that has to do with it, with the underlying story of fate and how fate and one's destiny is all, you know, predetermined and all of those kind of things. And I listen, I could sit here and try to break down the things about Odyssey that I didn't like, but it was so far and in between that I don't feel the necessary that it necessary to do so. But and if anything, I want to just shed light on, again, performances and people who really deserve recognition, like one John Leguizamo for pulling off that freaking role and and killing his fucking role. Like, yo, John, like John Leguizamo playing the blind, you know, like narrator for some points of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like this man, John,
John somehow, man. Sometimes he manages to get himself, like, remember he was in Romeo and Juliet and he played Tybalt. He was Tybalt. It was, what heart amongst these heartless thieves. Like, I remember like the lines, like, you just give it. And so when I saw, I was like, oh shit. It almost felt like, to anybody else, did this feel like it was Christopher Nolan's handpicked star-studded cast? Like, he was like, nah, I'm not auditioning nobody. Like, I'm calling you. I want you to hit your girlfriend up. Send me a DM. Like, he didn't, like, it just was not an audition process. He had an idea of, like, these are what I want them to look like, what I'm going to sound like. And even, like, after you saw this, the whole bullshit about Lupita playing Helen of Troy, you could see, like, the critics being like, oh, okay, all right, we're going to leave it alone then, because they kind of did her dirty a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have to make her, oh, this is the face that launched 1,000 ships. It's like, well, yeah, well, look what you've done to her. You literally did like Joker, Batman, Michael Keaton, you know what I'm saying? Oh, her face is beautiful. Take out the mask. So that part maybe a little weird.
That part I didn't like, but other than that, like,
Like, what do you think, Maggie? You think they should have just kept her as a like? Did they have to like make her a sacrificial art piece, so to speak? What do you think?
I personally disagreed with that whole aspect of it. Yes, it was shocking, but I kind of like, here's the thing too, and my mutual Fantastic Frankie, she did a video about this, talking about, like, you know, with all of these, like, the diversity and, like, kind of like these race swapped characters per se, quote unquote, there's always some type of struggle or sacrifice, and it was very unfortunate to see for, like, a, you know, black woman, let alone like a dark-skinned black woman, to struggle in a way and stuff. So I mean, okay, as far as the entire story and all that stuff, yeah, it's fine, whatever, but as far as like overall representation, I wouldn't necessarily call this like good representation per se, I guess, because so I studied media in college, so there's something where it's like, if you see a certain group of people always struggling, always being mutilated, brutalized, it's going to then in turn, people are going to go, oh, okay, it's okay to see these type of people mutilized, brutalized, all that stuff. Again, this is going to media theory and all this other thing. So yeah, I mean, as far as an overall representation factor, I wouldn't say it's great, but at the same time, like, I still like the film, I still enjoy it, I would not write it off because of that. But I mean, you know, her character, Helen of Troy, is very complex and everything, like, as one of the comments said. So, and it's more complicated. And you know, I do like what she did with the role and everything. And I mean, she's playing two characters too. I mean, we're going to spoilers, so I thought that was great. And yeah, I mean,
was this college in Oregon or?
Yes, what?
Okay, I didn't know if they had, you know, like colleges in Oregon. No, I'll just mess with this plan.
Wow.
Just playing.
Shout out to Oregon State. Shout out to Oregon.
I know the Ducks.
Oregon Ducks.
Go Ducks. I got you. Yeah.
Shout out.
Nah, but yeah, I think that's one of the few critiques I had, is that, you know, Lupita was kind of made to look like a dusty dirt side piece, as opposed to the face that launched 1,000 ships. And you can see the memes online. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel this way. It's just that like they went out of their way to put prosthetics on her to show that she had been deteriorating to an extent, and I wonder how much of that is canon. You know,
Did you
I
say
don't recall.
deteriorating or actually cut? Because that I don't
Mutilated?
Well, in the same sense is what I mean. I consider them slightly synonymous. I know they don't mean the same thing, but the point is that she was a shadow of her self at the height of her quote unquote beauty, the way that it's spoken of in the literature. And you were saying something? And it will start wrapping.
I loved it. I loved it. You know, I think what they did with Lupita's character was great. And I'm actually more willing to believe that this was the way Christopher Nolan always intended to portray the character, even before the casting. I just don't like that it was Lupita. If it was someone like Margot Robbie in the role and they did that to her face, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
You're actually right.
You know, I just don't like that it was her.
Yeah,
that's a great
only
point.
thing that was annoying
it
to me
goes
was
back
Tom was
into
annoying.
that. Yeah, exactly. Like if it was a white, like I'm telling you, like if it was a white actress, then I wouldn't really think of it like that deeply. But since it is like a black actress, a dark skinned black actress, like yeah, like we're seeing a pattern. And again, like I could be the friend that's too woke because I am, but you know,
all of us.
But I'm telling you, these things matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because we internalize everything, like, and everything we feel like could be a slight against another one of our members of our community, and so we internalize this. And instead of us being like, oh, that's Helen of Troy, and we're like, oh, why they did this to this black woman? You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're always going to feel. Like we should continue to feel that way so we can be protective. But in this sense, I think you're spot on, Anthony. Like if this literally was played by like Michelle Gellar or something, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this works. This is yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But like, the fact that it was Lupita, I'm like, not my Nakia. That's the Queen of Wakanda right there. She had T'Challa baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just I mean, to wrap it up,
we didn't even talk about that.
What? Please, quickly, because we're gonna wrap up because we aren't gonna have time to talk
T'Challa's
about
baby.
Oh yeah, we can't do it this week. We can't do it this week. Yeah, we can't. The Damson Idris special. I know it's not happening, and everybody, you know, oh well, he's not really Ryan Coogler's. You know,
all right, save for another one. All right, I'm sorry.
We're gonna come back to all of this next week. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. There's other things that we have to talk about too. Like we still in the weeks to come have to talk about the most recent episodes of House of Dragon. Which is not that one. We also have Strange New Worlds, which did recently drop. And we've been covering that. You know, we love us some Star Trek. And X-Men 97, which is on, I think it's seventh episode. And man, it is given. The show, oh my God. Oh my God. So good. Hilarious. And the stuff that they're doing in that. But there's also other movies coming in the next few weeks. Is there anything that you're anticipating, Megan, I know Odyssey is the movie of the decade for you, so you probably ain't gonna be seeing much else. But is there anything else? What's up?
I mean, I'm always going to be seeing something at least, but I mean, as far as movies, yeah, like I said, in Robert Pattinson's primetime movie, I'm excited to see that. There's this other weird movie that is going viral on Threads, Wicker, like about the woman that loves this man made out of wicker and stuff. Yes, it's a comedy. It's coming out in October. I'm now excited to see it because I'm very intrigued. What else is going on? Yeah, I mean, like Dune is coming out. I'm not the biggest Dune person, but I'll probably go watch it in theaters. You know, for the content. Doomsday, like watch that too. But yeah, I mean, that's what I have going on. And whatever else pops up, because award season is just around the corner too, and a lot of bangers are coming out that are going to be like Oscar contenders. But I think the Odyssey is going to win everything. I think Ludwig Göransson is going to win his like 4th or 5th Oscar. Like, come on, like he's so good. So Yeah, I'm excited, but yeah, that's all I have since we're not going to be talking about movies anymore. So I'll kind of wrap this up too.
No, we'll talk about movies. We'll I mean, we're movies and shows. Like I said, you're the guy. The TMB stands for the movie blog. I know Fightland is one of the movies you're looking forward to, and on the way out.
That's a TV show.
All right. You know what? I renounce. You know what? I retract my statement. I take it all back, and I don't care anymore. We'll just talk about it next week. If that's okay with you, or maybe even before that, maybe we'll do a HOTD sometime early next week.
Hey Vince, real quick for the Batman fans, Cape Crusader, the Cape Crusader animated series is season 2 just started. They have all the episodes up on Prime right now.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. And you're using
really
Prime?
Good, really good.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for tuning in to the whole entire chat. Oh yeah, there was. Oh, San Diego. Oh, there's. You know what? We ain't. Thank you. That part. Harmony. Let us speak. Rings of Power season 3 trailer. Oh, we have so much to talk about. What's up, Skylar? Skylar woke up too. Well, it's good to speak to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. For those that did watch it on a replay, make sure you give it that like, give it that comment, give it that share if possible. Definitely subscribe, and make sure you also subscribe to the homie Megan at T and Popcorn, as it says there at the bottom, and give us some likes and some subscriptions if you don't mind.
Yes, please subscribe to my channel. I talk about movies, do deep dives, and also follow me on Instagram too at Megan's World. That is MEAGANZ World, and I talk a lot about movies on there too. I post almost every day.
Yeah, and most of the movies that she can't see while she's in Oregon, she has to kind of. Let me say, I'm sorry. That horse is dead. The horse is dead. The Trojan horse is dead. All right, peace. Oh, look at Kira with the wardrobe change right quick. You know what I'm saying? All right, enjoy your movie. We'll go ahead and peace out. As we always say, guys, be your authentic self. Because if you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. And if you a geek, go ahead, let that good old geek flag fly.
Listen up. New Blurred. Hold on, can I do that again? Hey, check out New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. It's the newest thing on the. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm so sorry. Hey, shout out to New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. The funniest people, the friendliest people, and also the nerdiest people you ever see. And they're black.